Is this a force for good or a force for continued concern as America moves now to legalizing marijuana?
It's disastrous. I mean, what we're looking at is mass production of marijuana, okay? And that's sort of the issue, is that here we are, we're going to be producing it at a mass level, addiction rates are going to rise, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 6 people are addicted. So, and I was addicted to marijuana. Now, I was addicted for years to marijuana. Now, that took me to heroin. Okay, so I love how people are so happy about this, about now everyone can get loaded for, you know, legally. I just think that what we're looking at is a real issue.
Well, you say that, but look, I remember Sanjay Gupta, CNN's eminent doctor, doing a whole show about this, and some of the findings were pretty clear. There is no evidence, for example, that anyone's overdosed on marijuana, for one. Well, let me finish.
Okay.
For one. Secondly, he said that with the exception of younger minds, where he accepted there could be a possible risk of some kind of damage, once you get to your mid-20s and over, absolutely no scientific evidence at all of not only damaging you, but being any kind of gateway drug either. And he said, look, frankly, if we're going to be legalizing cigarettes, which there's a clear link to cancer, or alcohol as we do, what is the difference?
People would drop out of work. They would become lethargic. I mean, come on. Do you want your cab driver to be high on pot?
You know, listen, if you do it responsibly, you don't get behind the wheel. You do it in a private, confined space. You do it safely. No harm, no foul.
You mean a private space like your home where you're supposed to be taking care of your children, or cooking at a gas stove, or lighting a fireplace? You mean that place? Yeah, no. Not a good idea.
Okay.
Look, I don't want, when I'm at work, I don't want my babysitter high on pot.
Mary Catherine, you've got a baby. You want that baby to be smoking pot? Is it a he or a she?
Oh,
is it a he or she?
She, and I would rather she not smoke pot.
When that baby is 13, 14 years old, you want the baby to be smoking pot in moderation, do you?
I would rather not have her smoking weed, and I'm not a huge fan. But look, that doesn't mean it has to be illegal, though.
Why would you not want your child? No,
Bill,
answer my question, Mary Catherine.
I'm answering the question by saying it doesn't have to be illegal, because I can step in and handle things.
There's going to be more potheads and more high school dropouts and more automobile accidents involving marijuana, John.
While reactionaries like those on Fox News and other mainstream media outlets predicted horrible things would happen when cannabis was legalized, Colorado law enforcement are saying the process has been smooth. 8 days after cannabis shops opened, the state's largest city, Denver, reported only 4 cannabis citations, which were for consuming the drug in public. Likewise, the Pueblo Police Department and the Telluride Marshal's Office reported no citations or trouble at all.
Many people now see that it's possible to regulate marijuana, and it works. You know, yesterday, the last couple days have just been like any other day in Colorado, except when adults buy marijuana, they are buying it from legitimate, legal tax-paying stores instead of in the underground market. Making marijuana legal is not an experiment or a test. The experiment was making marijuana illegal and prohibiting it. You know, we refer to alcohol prohibition as the great experiment, and most people recognize that it failed, and that's what we're starting to see with marijuana, is that no one thinks it's working and that there's a better approach. You know, marijuana's been around for years and years. We've had laws on the books to deal with people driving under the influence.